Hey, you, welcome back. It's Jyoti. Sorry. Yeah, so we are here. Why did nobody tell me? I have switched off from Instagram, just letting you know. When I need to post something, I post it and I get off. I'm not very on it. So I had no idea. That Aujla had dropped. Y'all are supposed to DM and tell me. Anyway, we are here. We are here. Listen, can I just say something? It's very important. What happened to Karan Aujla performing in Ahmedabad? It was going to happen, right? Somewhere, was it me who switched off? Did it happen? Because I switched off from Instagram, I think a month or so ago. I've not been keeping track of anything or anyone. And I was like, 1 second, wasn't he supposed to perform in Ahmedabad? And the whole India tour was happening with more dates announced. So wo sab shows hue ya nahi hue? I don't know. Because now I see recent when you guys told me there's a new song, I was checking. He's on his way to Vancouver and whatnot. My best friend lives in Vancouver, so I texted her. She just watched a Diljit Dosanjh concert. She's crazy about Diljit. But she just finished and I was like, yo, hello, Aujla is coming to your city. What are you doing? And she's like, I'm bhangrad out now. I was like, woman, what is wrong with you? Just go. So that is happening. I'm just going around promoting the Aujla tour, whatever city he's going to. Anyways, coming back, top fella he is. We got to do that. Mxrci. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a mood today. Number 30 on music trending charts. Expected. Top fella, Karan Aujla, Mxrci, video director, Mallhi. Special thanks, Karan Mallhi. Okay, lovely. Let's just get right in. What is this first scene only I'm seeing over here? Human pyramid, sorry. Human triangle. 1, 2, 3, play.
दुनिया सलामा मारे जी जी कहण लाती ने मार मार डंड कहंदे गुंदी पईया छाती ने जदों कोलों लंघिया ते धरती हिलाती ने कौन मुंडा कौन इहदी चुकदी नी तौण कहंदे सारेयां दे इक्को बाणे गुड़ ते काले काले इहनूं भी नहीं पता इहने किन्नी थां ते वहर पाले वड्डी शै कोई लगदी आ जिन्ने बंदे आले दाले हैगा कौन जदों जांदा जिथे जांदा नहीं रिठाले लगदे दे ना तिन चक्के कल राती ने लंडी पुच्छी दुखी तिक्की कदों दी हराती ने दुनिया सलामा मारे जी जी कहण लाती ने मुंडा कौन इहदी चुकदी नी तौण कहंदे हिक्कां ते घेरे ते जेरे पिट्ठां उत्ते वारां नूं रखे चमका के पट्टू शीशे वांगू कारां नूं तलियां ते रखे कौरे नाका तो यारां नूं दिल तोड़ी जांदा पट्टू देखे भी ना नारां नूं टॉप दी कुड़ी नूं भी ना कहती ते रवाती ने यारां नूं कमाया माया सारी योग वाती ने कंडे सी जिथे भी पई नंगे पैरी गाती ने कौन मुंडा कौन इहदी चुकदी नी तौण कहंदे जिहदे नाल रखदा ओहदे नाल रखदा यार नी अख दा कच्चा ਚੱਕੀਆਂ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੱਕਦਾ ਹੱਕ ਦਾ ਸੱਚਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਮੱਚਦੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਨੇ ਤੱਕਦੇ ਚੱਕਦੇ ਅੱਖ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਤਿੰਨ ਨੇ ਫੋਨ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਡੱਬ ਚ ਨਾਗ ਦਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਵੈਰੀ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਤੇ ਕੀਲਾ ਗੜਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਲੈਂਬੋ ਕੀ ਬਗਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਵੇੜੇ ਚ ਖੜਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਸਲਾਮਾ ਮਾਰੇ ਜੀ ਜੀ ਕਹਿਣ ਲਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਕੌਣ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਕੌਣ ਇਹਦੀ ਚੁੱਕਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੌਣ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦਾਦਾ ਇਹਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਦਿਮਾਗੀ ਸਮੇਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਤੋਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਟੱਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਦਾਤੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਆਲੇ ਤੋਂ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਖੂਨ ਖੋਲੇ ਸਾਬ ਲਾਣਾ ਤੂੰ ਉਬਾਲੇ ਤੋਂ ਰੁਕੇ ਖੋਰੇ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਰੇ ਕਾਫਲਾ ਕਰਾਲੇ ਤੋਂ ਦੇਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਰਸੇ ਦਿਖਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਰਸਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਪੈਰ ਮਾਰੇ ਕੋਠੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਗਲੀ ਢਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਸਲਾਮਾ ਮਾਰੇ ਜੀ ਜੀ ਕਹਿਣ ਲਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਕੌਣ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਕੌਣ ਇਹਦੀ ਚੁੱਕਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੌਣ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਮੰਮੀ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਰੀ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਟੱਚਡਾਊਨ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਹੱਕ ਮਾਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਸੱਟੇ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੱਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਮਿੱਟੀ 'ਚ ਮਿਲਾਉਂਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਧੋਖੇ ਖਾਂਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਬਾਬੇ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਇੱਕੋ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਦੁੱਧ ਸੱਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਣਾਉਂਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਕੱਟਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਅੱਖਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਜੋ ਬੋਣ ਟੋਪੀਆਂ ਮੁੰਡ ਦੀ ਚੜਦਾ ਰਗਣਾ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਰਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਰਦੀਆਂ ਜੋੜ ਜੋਗੀਆਂ ਯਾਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਕੱਟਦਾ ਰੱਬ ਨੂੰ ਰੱਟਦਾ ਹੱਥ ਕੋਈ ਪਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਜੋਗਾ ਪੈਰੀ ਖੜਕਾਉਣ ਜੋਗੇ ਆ ਦੇਖ ਨਾਰਾਂ ਨਾ ਸੌਣ ਜੋਗੀਆਂ ਝਾੜੀ ਅਰਮਜ਼ ਦੀ ਬੀਬਾ ਘੋੜੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਕਾਠੀਏ ਨੇ 24/7 ਨੇ ਫੇਚ ਫਸਾਇਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਠਾਟੀਏ ਨੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਸਲਾਮ
KA 2026 ये क्या है? KA 2026 क्या है? Now I'm cold. See, 5 minutes I'm hot, 5 minutes I'm cold. What is happening in this heat wave? Can somebody explain to me? Oh, okay. So, damn, son. Okay, I have to be very honest. I need to look at the translation lyrics situation because मेरे को बहुत line समझ नहीं आई. काफी नहीं आई. So, but it was. I feel. Firstly, I have to say, is it me or does his face look थोड़ा patla? Like he's lost a lot of weight here under eyes. Like, are you all feeling that as well? मेरे को तो लग रहा है बहुत um something has happened. But I feel like ये वो पुरानी Aujla vibes were coming at me. What was that song? Hold on. It's okay, God. It's okay, God वाली vibes आ रही थी. Anyway, I'm gonna look. I found the lyrics, the translation, so I'm gonna read this and then understand what he was doing. The visuals were really cool. Let's talk about that first. The visuals were like different sets. I was feeling bad for the models who were sitting frozen. Like, my God, there was one model doing the V crunch, and you're like, man, you've got a strong core. Yeah, right there. She was like, I actually laughed looking at that because I sometimes wake up like this. I'm sleeping like this in my sleep. I do this. It's very filmy. So yeah, that happened. Then he has all these different, it's basically all just sets of him. That scene, by the way, where he is in the bathroom with a gun and he's washing his hands. I don't know now any bathroom scene with a mirror. We will all think of the other intermission moment. I was remembering Pinda Saab. And then that girl, I got a lot of the lines in this section. That staircase climbing situation was very cool, the way it kept zooming out. And all these green and blue walls, the interior designer in me was very like, oh, bro, what is this? You know, that wash wala technique. Okay, anyway, coming back. So then we have the Bapuji wala scene. We have another girl with her back. Then we have him sitting in that room with the boxer, then he's in the middle of a circle, then all these women frozen in poses. Then that mitti gaadi hui wala was was well done. That fight scene, I feel was his pitch. That's him pitching to the directors and producers out there, like, look at me, I can do this. I honestly feel he can act. I've said this from like back in the day, from the start, and now Bhai Saab is doing fight sequences also full. I think he wants to be in a Dhurandhar. I'm just saying. That was well done though. That steak lab. I was wondering what is happening. Why is there a horse and why is he in a lab? Now I see the sign. Steak lab. I do not endorse this situation. And I think horse racing is one of the worst things in the world. But theek hai. Moving on. So he's in a lab, and then it ends back in the pyramid. What is that scene of him flying through the fire on a bike? Again, I feel this is a pitch. he's like, yo, Aditya Dhar, where you at? Look at me. Sorry. वो blast fire वाला देख के ही मुझे धुरंधर याद आ रहा था. So anyways, coming back. Sorry. Let's read the lyrics, guys. Be serious. Dunya salama mare Gigi ken lati ine. The whole world. Dunya salama mare Gigi ken lati ine. Okay, he has everyone speaking to him with deep respect. That we know. Okay. I cannot take this heat wave. Okay, mar dand kende gundi pai aach hati ine. He has built a broad chest from relentlessly doing push-ups. Mar dand. Dand it's called, push-up. Kende gundi pai aach hati ine. Gundi pai. Gundi is broad. Jado kolo langeya te dharti hilati ine. And whenever he walks past, kolo langeya te dharti hilati ine. Kaun munda kaun edi jhukdi ni dawn. Dawn. Who is this boy whose neck never bows to anyone? Edi jhukdi ni dawn. Dawn is neck. Kende ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਇੱਕੋ ਬਾਣੇ ਕੁੜਤੇ ਆ ਕਾਲੇ ਕਾਲੇ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਇੱਕੋ ਬਾਨੇ ਕੁੜਤੇ ਆ ਕਾਲੇ ਕਾਲੇ ਦੇ ਸੇ ਹਿਸ ਐਂਟਾਇਰ ਕਰੂ wears the exact same black kurtas. Okay. ਇਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਇਹਨੇ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਵੈਰ ਪਾਲੇ. Even he doesn't know how many rivalries he has sparked. ਕਿੰਨੀ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਵੈਰ. Okay, ਵੈਰ. ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ੈ ਕੋਈ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਆ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਆਲੇ ਦੁਆਲੇ. He looks like someone highly powerful with so many men. ਵੱਡੀ ਸ਼ੈ ਕੋਈ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਆ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਆਲੇ ਦੁਆਲੇ. Okay. ਹੈਗਾ ਕੌਣ ਜਦੋਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਨੇਰੀ ਥੱਲੇ. Who is he? Bring the storm down with him. ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਨੇਰੀ ਥੱਲੇ. ਨੇਰੀ is storm. ਲੱਗਦੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤਿੰਨ ਚੱਕੇ ਕੱਲ ਰਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ. ਲੁੰਡੀ ਪੁੱਛੀ ਦੁੱਕੀ ਤਿੱਕੀ ਕਦੋਂ ਦੀ ਹਰ ਰਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ. ਪੁੱਛੀ ਦੁੱਕੀ ਤਿੱਕੀ ਕਦੋਂ ਦੀ ਹਰ ਰਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ. ਦੁਨੀਆ ਸਲਾਮ ਹਮਾਰੇ ਜੀ ਜੀ ਕਹਿਣ ਲਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ. Okay, so top fella is happening. Then ਹਿੱਕਾਂ ਤੇ ਕਰੇ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਿੱਠਾਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਵਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ. ਹਿੱਕਾਂ ਤੇ ਕਰੇ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪਿੱਠਾਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਵਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ. He confronts chest to chest those who try to strike him in the back. ਰੱਖੇ ਚਮਕਾ ਕੇ ਪੱਟੂ ਸ਼ੀਸ਼ੇ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ. ਬੋਲ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਸ ਪਾਲਿਸ਼ to shine like that. ਤਾਲੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਰੱਖੇ ਖੋਰੇ ਐ ਕਹਿਤੋਂ ਯਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ. He places his friends on a pedestal. Nice. ਦਿਲ ਤੋੜੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਪੱਟੂ ਦੇਖੇ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਨਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ. While breaks hearts and won't even glance at women. That I understood. Top the that I got from the visual. Top ਦੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਕਹਿਤੀ ਤੇ ਰਵਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ. He said no to the most beautiful girl and left her in tears. Oh man. ਯਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਮਾਇਆ ਮਾਇਆ ਸਾਰੀਓ ਗਵਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ. He earned true friends even if he lost all his wealth in the process. Very nice. So this is a top fella. Gotta be like this to be a top fella. Okay. ਕੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਪਾਈ ਨੰਗੇ ਪੈਰੀ ਗਾਥੀ ਇਹਨੇ. Wherever there were thorns, he walked right through them barefoot. I'm just loving the rhymes, man. He's saying such deep things in all the lines and the flow, the scheme, everything. ਕੌਣ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਕੌਣ ਇਹਦੀ ਝੁਕਦੀ ਨੀ ਦੌਨ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ. Okay, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਯਾਰ ਨੀ ਅਖਦਾ ਕੱਚਾ. He stands fiercely loyal to his crew and his intentions are never deceitful. Love it. ਕੱਟ ਆ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਕਦਾ ਹੱਕਦਾ ਸੱਚਾ. Keeps a tight circle, consumes what he wants and always claims what is rightfully his. Nice. ਹੱਕਦਾ ਸੱਚਾ. ਇਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਮੱਚਦੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਨੇ ਤੱਕਦੇ ਚੱਕਦੇ ਅੱਖ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੱਚੇ. These kids one but they can't even raise their eyes. ਤਿੰਨੇ ਫੋਨ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਦਬ ਚ ਨਾਗ ਦਾ ਬੱਚਾ. He carries 3 phones but won't answer one, keeping fierce protection tucked in his waistband. ਤਿੰਨੇ ਫੋਨ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਦਬ ਚ ਨਾਗ ਦਾ ਬੱਚਾ. ਦਬ ਚ ਨਾਗ ਦਾ ਬੱਚਾ. I don't think this translation is right. You all tell me in the comments. ਵੈਰੀ ਦੀ ਹਿੱਕ ਤੇ ਕੀਲਾ ਗੱਡਤਾ ਨੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਤੇ ਇਹਨੇ. ਲੈਂਬੋ ਕੀ ਬੁਗਾਟੀ ਇਹਨੇ ਵੇਰੇ ਚ ਖੜਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ. ਦੁਨੀਆ ਸਲਾਮਾ ਮਾਰੇ ਜੀ ਜੀ ਕਹਿਣ ਲਾਤੀ ਇਹਨੇ. ਕੌਣ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਕੌਣ ਇਹਦੀ ਚੁੱਪੀ. Okay. ਦਾਦਾ ਇਹਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਦਿਮਾਗੀ ਸਮੇਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਤੋਂ. Is this the part that he goes kind of like he's walking up the stairs and he goes a little faster there? ਦਾਦਾ ਇਹਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਦਿਮਾਗੀ ਸਮੇਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਤੋਂ. His grandfather was known for his sharp mind back in the day. Even mine. My grandfather was a criminal lawyer. Very well known. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਤੱਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਡਾਟ ਉੱਤੇ ਆਲੇ ਤੋਂ. No one can challenge his family's fierce, battle-tested reputation. Yes. किन्ना खून खोले हिसाब लाना तू उबाले तो. रुके खोरे किथे तुरे काफिला घुराला तो. Oh. Who knows where his convoy will stop. देखा नु दुनिया तरसे दिखता नहीं तरसाती इन्ने. रे मारे कोठे जाके सारी गाली धाती इन्हें. दुनिया सलामा मारे. Okay. And मैं मुंबई तो मोहाली सीधा टच डाउन. Who's the boy baby शेयर करे शट डाउन. सारे पुछदे दे ने मुंडा कित्तों आया इन्हें. इन्हें किन्नी कुट्टी माया गुट रोली पे लाई पास डाउन. Very nice. जे कोई हक मारे नी ई पहली सत्ते औंदा रहा. हथ नी मिलौंदा ईता मिट्टी च मिलौंदा रहा. धोके खांदा खांदा नाम बाबे da dhiyaunda rea. Dhiyaunda rea. Despite facing betrayals, he kept meditating on God's name. Ik galti ine doodh sappa nu pillaunda rea. I hope he started meditating because I saw him say this in the Beer Biceps interview, which I don't think I reacted to. Did I? I don't think I reacted to it. I think I watched it offline. He was saying that I will start meditating. His only mistake, and Diljit Dosanjh says this a lot, even like on stage and everywhere he goes, that he's like, "Kash kisi ne hame yoga sikhaya hota as children." Right? It's such a treasure and it's such an important thing, dhyan, the dhyan aspect of it, more than the poses. That he's like, I wish someone had taught us because usse badkar kuch hai hi nahi. I heard him say this on the Beer Biceps podcast, and I was like, bro, you have like he's on a different higher path. So the fact that he realized and said कि किसी ने हमें क्यों नहीं सिखाया, हम जब बच्चे थे हमारे कल्चर में था ही नहीं. So I felt really bad because then you're just like, yeah, but you know, it is what it is. You can't like blame your parents or your circumstance. It just needs to be inculcated in everyone. And we are literally sitting on a treasure, on a gold mine, and we are not utilizing it from childhood in schools, in classrooms. It's going to help people regulate and understand their selves and their emotions so much more through life, right? So I mean, kids in Japan are meditating from their primary school years. They're learning how to clean their classrooms. They don't have cleaners in their schools. They're learning what is civic sense, what is courtesy to others, what is environmental cleanliness, all those things, meditation, how to breathe properly, how to gain control over one's emotions when one gets agitated. All those things are like freaking important to be taught in your formative years. और वो नहीं होता है और हमारी ही वो है पूंजी और हम ही. Anyway, coming back, sorry I got distracted, but I feel like just reading this translation, I just thought of that. And I hope Karan has started his journey on that path as well, because at the point that these guys are in their lives, in their careers, there is so much pressure and the stakes are really high, no pun intended. The stakes are really high and they have to deal with a lot in their minds. And um, there's no better way to find comfort with that than to do it through your breathing practices and your dhyan. Okay, coming back. एक गलती इन्हें दूध सापा नू पिलाਉਂਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ. His only mistake was that he kept feeding milk to snakes. Yeah, this now I understand. Before I used to not understand why do they all keep talking about snakes. And then I arrived in India and have been living here for a bit. And I'm just like, oh man, people are really sneaky, man, in the industry here. I'm not even joking. It's just bizarre to me how much dishonesty comes naturally to people. I have recently faced something and I can't talk about it, at least not yet. But I was like, oh my God, why is it so hard for people to have integrity and to do the right thing onto others? Why is everyone so sneaky and deceitful, man? It's just shocking to me. Anyway, men of integrity are bloody rare, man, in the world, is all I've realized after coming to India. And I'm just saying this with no malintention, but there are beautiful people here as well. But I just see a lot more of the backstabbing and power games and whatnot. It's just a lot of insecurity. It all stems from insecurity, and it's just sad. I have not encountered a lot of that in my life. And yeah, it just surprises you when people act a certain way because you're not used to people behaving that way, and you're just like, do people really act like this? Or where you're so I'll give you an example. Like when you are not a certain way, you will not expect others to be that way because that way is not a normal way to you, or you're unfamiliar with that way of thinking or being. Like, I have never felt jealous towards anyone in my life. I've never had that. Because I've never wanted anything that anyone else has. So I've never felt that emotion or understood what it can make you say or do. And then I encountered people who had said or done certain things, and then I realized, oh, okay, that is a sort of starting point of where that action towards me came from. So anyway, you live and you learn, but Now I understand all the snakes wali lines. कच्चा कच्चा नी अखदा ओथे नी रखदा जाने जो पौन टोपियां. Sorry guys, I know I'm butchering the lyrics. I'm trying. यहाँ पे ऐसे ही लिखा है. कच्चा नी अखदा ओते ही sharp eyed and never associates with those who play deceptive games. मुंडे दियां चढ़ता रकाना लौना शर्ता. With his rising success, girls are placing bets on him. What? नी मार दिया जियो जोगियां. Absolutely dying for a chance to be his. Let me read this again. मुंडे दियां चढ़ता रकाना. Rakana is girl. लौना शर्ता नी मार दियां जियो जोगियां. Okay. यारा ना गटदा रब नू रटदा हट कोई पौन नी जोगा. He stays loyal to his friends and prays to God and no one is to learn. Nice. Very खड़कौन जोगया देख नारा ना सौन जोगियां. It's completely focused on crushing his enemy, not on entertaining these women. Oh, I just remembered there was a controversy. Yeah. He I really like his way of dealing with these controversies. He just maintains a dignified silence. ढाडी ढाडी Hermes दी बीबा घोड़े उत्ते काठी इने. Okay, this fierce man wears Hermes. Someone I know called it hummus. Hummus. Sorry. And I was like, it's not hummus, man. Maybe I'm only saying it wrong, who knows? But it's definitely not hummus. Commands his rise like a saddle on a horse. 24/7 nephe which pasaya hunda. Hashtag tees ine. He stays ready round the clock. He wears steel tightly tucked in his waistband. Dunya salama mare Gigi kene lati ine. Kaun munda kaun idi chuki dido. Kaun kende. Guys, sorry for butchering the lyrics, but damn, son, I liked it. I liked it. Mercy packed a punch with that beat, and man has said what he needs to say in the lyrics. I'm not a Punjabi speaker, but I can see the poetry in the lines and the rhymes of it and the schemes, all the rhyme schemes, all the meanings, all the play of words. I like it. Man's looking a little weak though. Weak as in face unka thoda ho gaya hai. Or maybe that's just me. You all tell me what you think. But he is on his way to Vancouver. There was something I wanted to talk about, but I don't know. It's slipping my mind right now. But theek hai. This video, not sure why the concept was like this, but it's an interesting concept. And yeah, this is what I was gonna say. I always see like people who hate on him or who try to, compare him with Sidhu and things like that. Firstly, I don't understand that mentality because why are you trying to always compare? If Karan Aujla is doing well, then be happy. He's also representing the Punjabi music industry, right? Just like Sidhu did. So वहां पे comments में आना और बोलना, oh, he could never do what Sidhu does or did. Sorry, he could never do what Sidhu did, or he cannot compare. And da, 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 da. Like why? Man, just be a fan of music. And if someone's creating nice music, appreciate it. You don't always have to pit one against the other. It's so lame and it's so like it's such a jobless mind. So that's one thing I wanted to say. Karan Aujla represents the Indian music scene as much as a Sidhu did, as much as an Arijit does, as much as a Diljit does, or as much as anyone else in the scene does. So hear the music, appreciate it. Don't play this fan base politics all the time in the comments. It's just pointless. It's so toxic. It's so unnecessary. So that's one thing I wanted to say. And then, of course, the lines and what he's saying and the intent of the song. I think he is trying to answer back to a lot of people who've been saying things, a lot of places where he's getting attacked and controversies are happening and things like that. It's classy if he's doing it like this. It's very classy because he didn't answer a lot of things offline through stories or posts, or there were serious allegations which are very personal. So I think that the artist image that a Karan Aujla has, very 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 few artists have managed to sustain that kind of beautiful image in their careers, right? There's always been something or the other जहाँ पैर फिसल जाता है या कुछ हो जाता है, you say something that you can't backtrack from and you can't erase your digital footprint anyway. So you posted something, it comes back to bite you in the ass. All that happens with so many artists. But the kind of person that he is, the kind of poet that he began as, the kind of artist, the kind of private life that he has maintained for himself, the kind of things he has shared with his audiences over the years, personal, private, about his parents, about his the love of his life, his wife, his brothers, his team members, the things that are important to him, the things that he thinks about, that, even the things he gets attacked for, like how much of flexing of brands and cars and shoes and watches and gold and whatever he does. And he's like, I've earned it, man. I've earned it. So I want to wear it and I want to, talk about it. Um, Fine. All of that that makes up his public image. I feel like um, he keeps it classy, and he responds when he needs to through his music and his songs with lines like these. So I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. And what I really like, again, I'm reading this, Jide naal rakda, ude naal rakda, yaar nahi akhda, 'cause he stands fiercely loyal to his crew. That is a quality to admire. That is a very, 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 very strong quality. Like, I would rather have people in my crew who maybe a 7 or 8 on 10 as far as the work is concerned, but who are bloody loyal to me, rather than having a 10 on 10 who I can't fully trust. It's always the trust and the loyalty that is number one. And the fact that he is like that to his own crew and his own people is a very underrated quality. I don't think we appreciate it enough. And beyond Karan Aujla, if there's anyone like that keep them close, man. Keep them close, because the world is full of bloody deceit. Ask me. I will tell you from experience. So yeah, I admire that quality beyond everything else, and wish him all the best for his Canada and I think world tour. World tour ho raha hai Canada ke baad, North America, I guess, Europe, I don't know. But yeah, that's that from me. Man's a top fella. Chalo, let me know what you thought of this track. Right now it's number 30 on music trending chart, or upar jaye. That's what we wish. And if there's an album coming, no, actually, it's too soon. It's too soon. I need to calm down. He's on the P-pop culture tour. I need to calm down. Baad mein aayegi album, EP, jo bhi. But yeah, love the drop, and let me know what you thought of it. Sorry if I butchered the lyrics, and tell me if any of the translations are wrong. Please do hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. It really helps. And button's right there, man, somewhere. Yahin pe. Take care of you. Live long and prosper.